We wanted to know how well informed UT students were, what they were aware of, and what mattered most to them. But before we could do that, we had to find out how they informed themselves.
What's the main news source of college students here?
Word of mouth, definitely.
Word of mouth. What about, you think, nationally? What do you think is the main?
Nationally? I would say television.
The TV and the internet?
The internet.
The internet.
Allows you to get multiple sources here and allows you to get multiple views on things as well as cross-reference any stories that you do here.
Internet.
The internet. Why is that?
Seems I'm on the internet more than I'm watching TV.
I'd probably say television. I mean, newspapers are important, but I think I'd go with television as the top spot.
The Beacon, just word of mouth, what they hear people saying.
I'd say I get most of my news from the internet these days. I read the Daily Beacon here, but that's not really a great source. Television.
Most people, well, at least in my circle of friends, probably, the Daily Show or something, like a comedy-based news show.
TV.
It's the most used.
It's the most used, but I would much prefer reading the newspaper than watching TV.
So knowing how they get their news, how informed do UT students think that they are?
I don't think they're very informed. I think most of my news I get from the Daily Beacon or from what my mom tells me on the phone for what she's heard on the news.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And the news section in the Daily Beacon is definitely not very large.
Well, I mean, I read the Beacon every day, so I'd say pretty much informed. And there's a lot of flyers that go out right here. So, I mean, people are probably pretty informed about what's going on, whether they want to be or not.
Not really, no. Most of our news comes from shows like Jon Stewart or Stephen Colbert, so while entertaining and not very well informed.
Not as a whole, some people are. Most people aren't.
No.
I think students are informed about what's going on campus if it pertains to them personally.
I think they're pretty informed. Via the Beacon or via word of mouth.
I feel that for those students who would like to get active into politics, they are very well informed, but for the students who are very apathetic towards it, they aren't as well informed. I think those students who are involved could do more demonstrations or reach out more to the students who are more apathetic to the issues.
I'm moderately well informed. I probably know more than the average person, but I'm not real keen on everything. But I would say it's pretty important, because if you don't know what's going on in the world, then how can you help with the issues we have?
Knowing that, what is important to UT students?
Clearly, how we're going to deal with the Iraq situation, as well as some action being taken towards Social Security. There's just a number of reasons, but those are the two biggest.
Not really concerned right now, to be honest. Could just lie, but I'm not.
Do you know the interim chancellor's name?
I know it used to be Lauren Crabtree. I don't really pay attention to the new guy.
I skipped that email.
I like Crabtree, so.
Do you read the Beacon?
No, I do the crossword and the Sudoku and the crime log.
After surveying over 100 UT students, the data showed that while over 80% could name an American Idol winner and also the most recent Super Bowl winning quarterback, only 21% of them could name a current Supreme Court justice, and only 38% knew that Gerald Ford took the presidency after Nixon's resignation. Our survey also showed that television was the #1 news source for UT students. In looking at the television news that they digest, sports and entertainment are more prominently covered than national and international news.
Because the only truth you know is what you get over this tube. Right now, there is a whole, an entire generation that never knew anything that didn't come out of this tube.
We are the products of what we know. The majority of the media we receive does not prepare us to be productive leaders of discussion in the public sphere, and even that makes things difficult for those who are informed.
Do you feel like you participate in the public sphere?
I guess I'd say I'm more of an observer. I throw my opinion out there every once in a while, but I'm not really deeply involved.
And what do you think would help to make you more involved in it?
Well, more free time for sure, but I'd probably go with, I guess, more effort on my part, really. I mean, I've got all the opportunities out there for myself. I just don't take them because I've got other things to do usually, and it's usually choosing between, well, do I want to do my homework or do I want to, research some issue that I've been thinking about recently? And maybe if my friends got a little more interested in it too, it would make it it'd make it easier for me to get involved.
Do you find that there are a wealth of UT students that have the same concerns that you do, and that you're able to find them easily and to have discussion about these kinds of issues?
To find them easily? No, I think they exist. It's just I can't find them very easily.
See, I have no idea.
Or maybe
that's a problem. How can my voice be heard?
How do y'all get your news?
Probably the internet more than anywhere else.
So what's the new world news these days?
It's the world news.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know much about it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, international news is pretty.
I am too, and it's just wonder how we're going to get it then. I mean, is somebody going to have to put it in our face like the TV stations? You know?
Yeah, you don't see very much international news on television unless you're seeing like
war in Iran. You're illiterate, I am. World news. Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
So what year are y'all in? Freshman. Wow, you seem much more mature than freshman. See how I got out of that one?